Oh, hold on, just sitting down over here and trying to get a little bit comfortable. Oh, I need to sit down properly. So, hi everyone. Welcome to day 4 of the Tiny's Tie Store Cupboard Challenge. And I'm Rachel Redlaw and this is the Tiny's Tie in London. So, what we're doing over these 11 days is just going through the readily available items that you need to keep in the cupboard to be able to cook some delicious, authentic, quick, tasty Thai food. And so far we've looked at the real basics, the real essentials of rice, garlic and cooking oil. And today, day 4, I'm excited about this actually because this is the first day of 4 in which we're going to look at the 4 key flavours that you're balancing all the time when you're making different recipes in order to get a different taste, sensation, experience. So the 4 key flavours that we're always playing with and always balancing are salty, sweet, spicy and sour. And today, day 4, we are looking at the, no we're not, we're looking at the salty element of those 4, and the salty element is fish sauce. So I can't even think of an example recipe where you'd add salt or anything otherwise. I'm sure there are some though, but mainly the salty element in the Thai recipes comes from fish sauce. And it's also one of the reasons why you have to start using a little bit, tasting it, testing and trusting your own palate, because they're not standardised ingredients. Different fish sauces have different levels of saltiness. I actually really like the one that's most readily available here, which is just the Blue Dragon fish sauce, which is readily available in the UK at least in just about every supermarket and corner shop. So I think because it's the one I use most often, I've just got used to it, and so I'm really aware of sort of how much I need to use. Whereas sometimes I've gone to the Thai supermarket and bought the squid brand one, like a big bottle of the squid brand, and I find it a lot saltier. So with fish sauce, I would say it's just one of those ingredients that you can always add more, but obviously you can't take it away once it's there. So put a little bit, taste it, test it, see what you think. It's also, of course, it just smells so bad. It's the most revolting sort of smell. But, yeah, you definitely wouldn't want to drop a bottle of fish sauce and smash it on the floor. But somehow that kind of not pleasant pungency of the saltiness when you smell it straight from the bottle, when you combine it with other flavours and when you cook with it, transforms into sort of a mellowness of flavour, and it definitely doesn't taste anything like it smells. So even if you've been a bit wary before of fish sauce, you definitely need it to create that authentic taste and for it to work with the other flavours and balance with the other flavours to create something really good out of something that if you just smell it on its own, you'll just be like, oh, no, I'm not using that. So that's the first of the 4. Today is salty. We're also going to, in the next 3 days, look at sweet, sour and spicy. However, having said that you wouldn't have fish sauce on its own, it actually makes a really simple little dressing. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, you can make a really simple dressing for something really good like a Thai omelette, and I'll put the recipe link down below. And it's just literally a little tiny dish, a pretty dish with fish sauce, maybe a tablespoon, and a diced, sliced, however you like to have it, red or green bird's eye chilli. And then on something like the omelette, it's just, I really love it. Just have a little spoon, not too much of the fish sauce and some of the chilies over the top, and it's really lovely. So I will put a link to the recipe there, and that is the simplest little dipping sauce ever. Obviously don't overdo the fish sauce, but that's really nice. I've got a slight fondness for fish sauce as well, just because it reminds me of times, a long time ago now actually, when we used to drive down from Bangkok to Ban Phe, which is the little fishing village, and where you'd get a boat across to Koh Samet, which is the most beautiful island, and I think one of the closest to Bangkok. So I think a lot of Thais go there at the weekend to get to the beach. It's this beautiful white sand beach, and on the way though, when you're almost at Ban Phe to go and get the boat, one of my favourite things ever was getting the speedboat across and just arriving straight onto the white sand beach. Beautiful. But on the way, probably, I don't know, 100 kilometres outside Bangkok and half an hour before you reach Ban Phe, something like that, is a town called Rayong, where my understanding is that most of the fish sauce is made. And it used to be Sonia, but I'm talking quite a really long time ago now, at least 10 years. As you drove down, on the way into Rayon, where fish sauce is made, there were these big, I think plastic, I don't know what they're made of, huge plastic statues of fish on the verge on the way in. So anyway, so it has good memories for me of driving down to Bampay and getting a speedboat across this beautiful island and go through Rayon where all the fish sauce is made. So that is day 4. Day 4 is fish sauce. You've got to have that in the cupboard alongside rice, garlic, cooking oil, add some fish sauce, and there'll be 3 more key ingredients that you need to get the balance of flavours. Most recipes, most dishes are different balances, different combinations of these 4 key flavours: the salty, the sweet, the spicy and the sour. And that's it for today. Have an absolutely lovely evening, whatever you're doing, and I will see you here tomorrow for day 5.